66 years ago today, John Lennon, a member of the British band known as the Beatles, had to apologize because he claimed he and his group were bigger than Jesus. And honestly, it was a bit silly. In fact, no one cared at all when John first said it, despite the fact that America and England are both Christian nations. It wasn't until Lennon's quote was reprinted in a teen magazine that it began to gain any attention. A radio host from Birmingham, Alabama grabbed hold of the story and began pushing for an all-out boycott of the Beatles. Kinda like Helga Pataki and her weird gum monument to Arnold, parents across America were claiming that their children were praying to the Beatles at weird Beatles altars. That being said, Lennon was more of a catalyst for this anger rather than the actual underlying cause, which was racism, not towards the British. Rock and roll stems from Black American culture, which made racist white Americans very startled. The gyrations were just too much for their sensitive eyes. This anger, mixed with Lennon's anti-Christian rhetoric, were captured by the growing neo-evangelical movement. Around the late 60s and early 70s, Christians began trying to take over rock with their own version, creatively dubbed Jesus rock. An example of this being the song Jesus Is Just Alright by the Doobie Brothers. However, there were plenty of other rockers that could be included on this list, such as Bob Dylan or Neil Diamond. But no one quite did it like Larry Norman in his 1969 classic, I Wish We'd All Been Ready. This is around the same time that rapture horror began taking off in American culture. Many American evangelicals believed that they were in end times and that they would soon be whisked away by God as he destroyed the earth, which they've been waiting on for nearly 60 years. If only there was a Bible quote on the matter. Oh well. Anyways, all this racial animosity and religious fervor were thrown directly on John Lennon and the Beatles, causing them to fear for their lives as KKK members would show up to their concerts. Lennon did eventually apologize for his comments, and then he and the rest of the Beatles basically quit touring after that. The backlash towards his comments weren't the sole reason behind this decision, but it was a major factor. And that's your... Wait, what was that? Before I sign off, I thought I'd let you all know that I put out a long-form video yesterday on YouTube's new partnership program and how it may affect this channel. If that's something you would be interested in hearing about, I'll be sure to link the video in the description or probably just check it out on the homepage. Also, feel free to leave a comment because I'd love to get your opinion on the matter. Anyways, now that's your history today.